I don't know whether this car was featuring in Michael Jackson's Speed Demon music video or was in an episode of Wacky Racers. So let's give a rundown of the law. So in Middletown, Indiana on July 31st at 5 p.m, one police officer noticed something wrong. The vehicle was going over speeds of 100 miles per hour on Route 36 near a local high school. The officer claims to have noticed it was Google Street View car by the camera sitting on top of it. He immediately pursued it. The department claims that the officer Dean managed to catch up with the vehicle as it whizzed by traffic and other vehicles and refused to stop. The chase continued on for several miles before slowing down for a red light but running through it anyway, the release claims. Like I said, I don't know whether it was Lewis Hamilton behind the wheel because this is just a bit too crazy. You'd think, okay, individual would have stopped, but they said, nah, you know what, I see that red light, but to me, I'm colorblind, so I'm going through it. It's just a bit crazy. After this, the Google Street View car attempted to make a turn, but did not notice that a bridge was not currently in service. There, the vehicle allegedly lost control, drove through a yard, and then crashed into a creek. Following the crash into the creek, the driver was apprehended and went into custody. Named Coleman Ferguson, the driver identified himself as a Google employee and then that he was scared to stop, with no further comments released from the police department. To me, that's a bit weird. He's scared to stop. So 100 miles per hour wasn't enough for him. The imagery that car must have gotten must be crazy. It must be so blurry. This guy saw red lights and said, nah, all I see is green, baby. Nah, the imagery, that they have to release the footage, please. Google, just for the culture. I'm glad nobody got hurt, but I think they need to release the footage if they can. I hope that it was like uploaded to the server so you can see it and it's like on a hard drive or something, but that's crazy. He was scared to stop. So what was he going to keep going? If the road never ended, what was he going to reach 150? Where is he going? In a one-way ticket to Mars? It's odd. It's like I said, I don't know whether he was trying to impersonate Lewis Hamilton. Probably thought he was in the British Grand Prix or he's in Monaco. But at least I know with Monaco, the tracks, you know, there's tight turning, so you do have to stop. Ferguson was then escorted to a nearby hospital for medical clearance and then held in jail for resisting law enforcement with a vehicle, which is a level 6 felony, according to Middletown Police Department. Should Ferguson be sentenced, he could be facing jail time anywhere from 6 months to up to 2.5 years in prison. I don't know. He might have thought he was on... Maybe he just thought he was on Wacky Racers, you know? Was it with Muttley? And I can't remember the character's name, but he must have been. There's no way. It's like to end up in a creek as well, going 100 miles per hour. Unless he thought he was driving a Formula 1 car, it's not adding up. I don't know. Maybe he was drunk, high, both. Like I said before, a lot of influencers are under the influence. Maybe he thought he was the influencer. Maybe the Google check that he's getting every month isn't enough and he just wants to be a Formula 1 car driver. I don't know. But to me, that's just so bizarre. I thought the cars, when they're doing the like surveillance of the roads and stuff and when they do their route, I thought there's no one in the car. But maybe this guy thought he was on, I don't know, maybe he was doing his driving lesson in the... in the Google Street View car. There's so many questions I gotta ask. Like, is he usually a bit wacky at work? Like, is this just a one-off where he's completely lost his marbles? Is there stuff going on at home with the marriage? Maybe he's going through divorce, he's stressed out. He just said, you know what, screw it, I want to be MJ and do this Speed Demon music video. There's just a lot of questions that need to be answered and it's just weird. Even Google themselves said in the statement, we partner with contractors to drive and collect imagery. We take the safety of our Street View operations very seriously, and we're committed to working with the contracted company and local authorities to ensure the proper actions are taken to address this situation. This is insane, but I'm glad no one got hurt. But yeah, this individual, Ferguson, he was bugging out.